I was mortal once. A prince then. A prince now. I am the God Slayer!
Welcome everyone back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 3 of our Kevin the Daemon Prince, SFO Grimmhammer, and the Old World campaign. In today's episode, our big beautiful bird boy here is ready to throw down against either the forces of Nurgle if they turn their backs on us, or preferably the Dawi. We need to wipe them out before they build up too much in terms of forces. We don't necessarily know where they're hiding. It's high likely that they're here in either the Khazad Dumund area or just in between, as they recently took that in the last couple turns. So what we are going to do is just stay in our ambush here and see how our foes respond. What I'm also going to do, though, I could go for this cultist outpost of animals. It would increase our growth and give us some more corruption, but the only issue is we don't have a ton of gold to use right now. So let's go ahead and save that. That way we can upgrade our Ultra Spawns up to tier 3 when we do have the growth next turn. Go ahead and jump in here and we'll end the turn.
Once I was human.
Good, we're starting to receive some plague. Hopefully this isn't going to slow us down too much. Here we are of chaos, so it's going to give us rot. So this is just the extra Nurglings and a Nurgle corruption. That's no problem. We actually benefit from Nurgle corruption the same as all of the others. I don't know if it's the exact same benefits that the other Nurgle factions do, but it is still one of them at least. So he's just going to sit here, Blister Ball. Forbidden Citadel's about to be up to the next tier, which would give us a lot harder of an opportunity to break through here.
This world will burn.
Man, I'm thinking we go for it. Let's go ahead and remove. Let's make sure that our hero here, Osheme, can actually reach.
Daemon Prince.
Who all else is at war with you guys? The Steelfist Reavers are as well. Okay, well I can give you a pox. Let's go ahead and talk to the Steelfist Reavers. You're already very low in reliability.
I'll hear you out.
I'll join your war with Septic Claw, and you
Fear.
just give me gold.
I will use that when we negotiate this pact.
Really.
Agree.
Stink of Fear is a type of spell now. I don't know how you can smell fear off of a great big blue bird, man, but whatever you say, my friend. Kevin?
Chaos and
Destroy.
conquest.
And in the meantime, to get rid of, to destroy these forces of Nurgle, there's so many of them. But what we are going to do is try to clump everyone around either our Blood Reaper or just any of the other expendable units, and then just blow them up with our new siege spells. So let's encircle.
Doom is upon them.
We'll bring in our other hero as well. And replace these Warhounds. I think the Warhounds are going to be the least useful. They don't have any kind of magical attacks. So, see you guys later.
These thralls deserve
We already have
serve
more
me.
speed than Nurgle has any capability of keeping up with.
Supreme
We'll use
champion.
this Allures is kind of a assassin character. Although our Blood Reaper might be better at it. He just has a better defense and some resistances. Alright, well, auto resolve thinks we're going to win this fight. Let's prove them wrong and lose it. Into the breach. Okay, so this battle strategy is going to be mostly dealing with the frogs first. As frogs are his most important units, and they're in kind of a slanted formation. We're going to force them to fight against this wall here. So the Devoted Marauders are going to be up front. The Nurglings and SFO should have bonus versus large, which will work out beautifully. We'll have them be on the initial flank.
Endless craving.
We want to be pretty far up here. We also want to use the weird terrain, funnel them into one spot.
Marauders!
Alright, Nurglings. Act right. Set them up here. We'll rotate them so they're hopefully not getting the side charge on the Nurglings. Excellent. Throw the Spearmen in right behind them. The phalanx of pikes. And then same thing on the other side. Pull these guys over a little ways. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Servants of the changer!
Spearmen still behind, and then we'll put the Nurglings out just a little bit more. Excellent. We'll have the pink horrors onto this side. It'd be great if you actually deploy them up on the hill where they could be useful. There's nothing here in their way, but and there must be something there. The old invisible wall of yore. Go both of our blood reapers or blood letters to throw down behind these Slaaneshi warriors, which I would never turn my back on a warrior of Khorne if you follow Slaanesh. It's like a bad idea. This is our expendable blue horrors. We'll keep them in the woods here, just in case those toads try to go through. And then we'll have the rest of the blue horrors behind. Their job is really just going to be dealing with the toads once they close the gap. Rest in the back here, and then we'll have little Blood Reaper hiding in the group ready to go after their wizard when he gets a little closer. They've got no flyers themselves. We can use ours as a bodyguard. Seekers I'm definitely going to keep in the woods, and then we'll have our rough flies. Excellent. Lord and Heroes, front line. Ranged boys and the flyers. And or people who fly across the ground. Let's get them. We've got Plague of Rust, we've got extra blue horrors, and then we've got Demonic Onslaught. Right then, Kevin. Tzeentch's Firestorm is incredibly expensive, so let's kind of wait until they are all in one spot. Rotate these blue horrors a little bit. And have the Furies kind of off on the sides, not getting in the way. What do we got? Some Spirit Leech going down? Very fair. Very cheap way to punish our Lord here, so we're just going to keep a little ways away. I'm going to have the Nurglings stop these toads charge. Excellent. Go ahead and land behind. We've got no armor as is. Perfect. Should deal with those toads pretty aggressively. Let's go blue horrors here. Unleash a gate of them. Just decimating the ranks. You guys just stand here and start launching at whoever you can. You two come on back. Nurglings up front. Spearmen behind them. Let those blue horrors be a big old nuisance. Let's drop the Fire of Tzeentch through here. They're all going through this small little area. Doom is upon you. Unleash the flaming tornadoes. Awesome spell, but I never can get it to do as much damage as it looks like it would. And they're scattering. There's nowhere for them to go back in that back corner, so good luck. We've got Narcissism. That'll be great when the enemy lord gets a little bit too close. We do have an Air Force, which is something we can deal with our O. The next group of Nurgle's followers. Very interesting battle strategy they've got here. Oh no, you guys charge into combat. Oh yeah, Spirit Leech and the Nurglings. Every time. Just Nurglings back here with you, and go after the enemy lord. Blood Reaper, we're gonna have you rotate, and Slaanesh, come on over. Those toads are going wide. What do you think? Think they know that our Seekers are in the woods here? Oh, they've got the Furies, of course. Send our blue Furies and otherwise in. Kevin, deal with these Furies for me. 13 seconds before we get another cast of the Firestorm. Hurry up. We've got Guardian now, which is perfect. I think they're keeping the beast back in case. Drop his armor a bit. Go for the Firestorm in here. Alright, here come the toads. Relentless Rage. That is some insanely good hits. Let's go ahead and pull away now before the beasts arrive, and then we'll have the Furies fly for the top here. For acceleration, let's go ahead and slow. Actually, drop those beasts' nerdle speed to nothing. Fall back. They're trying to find our units. They've been trying to be sneaky about it. How close are they to our pink horrors? Not very. Okay, let's go ahead and stop these toads from moving then, and bring both blue horrors up to fight them. Make your way through the line. Just drop down and finish off this lord. Throw down the gate back here. Then we can have our blue horrors move in as expendable lads. No one's moving. And hunt down this enemy hero. Pink fire on, or the blue fire on the beasts. Pink fire as well. The lash of Slanesh through all of these nurglings. Yeah, it's really gonna have to be the blue horrors holding the line. Let's go have the drones snipe those nurglings over there. We'll have them come up here and help out. Want stuff? Go ahead and find someone and punch them. Right in their face. We might end up losing our nerdlings. Let's send the spearmen in to help bring the nerdlings back. And we'll send the Lures in. We're gonna throw down with beasts. Did manage to assassinate one of the lords. You go after the other one there, Blood Reaper. Bring the Supreme Demon round to fight the toads. You come on out and deal with these nerdlings. They do have bonus V large, so let's bring them across. Just they're very slow. Demon Heads can come on out now, show themselves, and go after these plague toads. A side attack should work out wondrously. Armor, and then we'll just charge Kevin in. Don't think any more fires and siege are going to be a good idea, no matter how badly I'd like to use them. We'll just use the Lashes of Slash. From the whip.
Divine dance.
No one really just slid on. The secondary lord is gone, though. It's awesome. Blood Reaper moved through. Let's have you guys come up and around and help out our lord. That combination was far too much. Bring them in after the nerdlings next. Seekers, you go after these plague toads. Charge the crab people. There's no escape. Got lots of disintegrating demons on the side. Let's charge our Allures in once more. Bring these Furies round wide. And the Blood Reaper. Deep Furies land, and we'll just have you guys hit these Plague Bears in the backs. That will do. Alright, those toads are gone. Everyone keep moving up. Boss Hog of Chaos will move you across, and I would love to throw down the Firestorm. It's too much friendly fire potential there. We could just drop it in here, though. Make sure no one can escape. Our most brutal bloodletter. first-hand account of smoking kills. A couple of these firestorms coming over here and tickling these Warriors of Nurgle will be great.
This was not meant to be.
Well, maybe. It's gonna get our Furies for sure. Pull our Furies out of the fighting. Don't get charged with those Plague Bears. That seems disrespectful for our Bloodletters to allow. Warriors of Chaos fighting side by side. Warriors with the Demons. Alright, and that's that. Kevin, you go hunt down these Marauders. We've got the Storm of Fire. Try to escape. How long does it take for this to come in? See anything in the sky? Oh, there it is. That's not good. 100% chance of scorching doom. Screaming no doesn't change anything. We're gonna run down at these only immortal followers of the Nurgle faction here, and I'll catch you in a moment. Right, it says close victory, but we only lost 157. You know, organized demons are terrifying. That went beautifully. We are going to claim the Forbidden Citadel for Tzeentch, of course. We've got ourselves a new Drill Master. Again, blood for the blood god, feel his wrath eternal. So winning 6 battles will give us a Drill Master. Sounds good to me. And the shrieking sky rays, and now the heavens send their love. Your sudden death from above. The Princess of Perfection. Curly Horn, Devoted Marauders.
Demon
How much are the ROR lads? 278 for the Shrieking Sky Rays. They have a bombardment spell. It's actually pretty strong. Oh, it drops down vortices in this one. We'll have to see. They may have changed it to SFO, so it actually drops down the Fire of Tzeentch vortexes. In a base game, it's just kind of like a normal bombardment spell. Just blast away at them like you are pterodons. Alright, Kevin.
Power.
So much power. You can just increase your movement range by 15% down here in the Tzeentch line. Yeah, that seems pretty great. Of course, we're going to make sure our glory gain is fully maximized there. And then we'll probably start working on some upkeep production. Blood Reaper, definitely increased mobility. Witness me. And Brutal Charge will work. Demons don't really have to worry about control as much, since even if there are rebellions, you stamp them out. And then there usually aren't, just because of your corruption. Let's go for Rapid Ruination. Blissful Rapture is 15 additional attack and some leadership. That's actually pretty good for demons, so let's go ahead and beeline towards that.
Magical.
Over there with Lao-Tzu, who apparently is yoinking skills. We shall give you Fires of Change. Drops his miscast chance, and then gives everyone around him a little bit more resistance, or maybe it's just himself. Effect allies in range, all effect range 150. Never mind, that is a huge effect. 10% ward save on demand. Love to put this Drill Master on the other
champion
hero. Man, you were unfortunate looking. Grab people.
chaos
And a
incarnate.
gaping mouth. We... Oh, that's action-wide post-battle casualties captured. That's great. Gallery of Delusions. Scrying Crystal for more Tzeentch corruption. I'm actually thinking we're going to grab the Soaring Siphon for just a bit of extra income. A little bit of extra income.
Kislev's fallen
And
champion.
then these Nurglings actually worked pretty well for us there, that battle. They poisoned some lads, and they managed to hold the line forever. If we're going to get rid of anything for the Shrieking Sky Rays, it'll likely just be one of our Blue Horrors. All of our frontline troops kind of need. Blue Horrors are becoming a little bit less useful as time goes on. Yeah, we'll combine them up all into one there. Pick this one out, and then we'll give ourselves the Shrieking Sky Race.
Join the ruinous crusade.
Bungie's favorite number. And then we'll snag... Oh, we can actually change these over at will between Tzeentchian and Cornate ones. Cool. Of course, we don't care about the Cornate one. We want the Architect's column, right, for more gold. We're very close to...
It presents no challenge.
Yeah, if I wouldn't have grabbed the Sky Rays, we could have upgraded this Citadel. And hindsight being what it is. We're just going to go ahead and grab the Soaring Siphon. We'll upgrade this one. We will have plenty more battles with which to gain us some more gold. Excellent. If we gain any more... We have the Bejeweled Greaves. We still keep Demonic Onslaught, but get a little bit more barrier and some armor. Upgrades. Oh yeah. Strict upgrades. Ooh, some extra gnarly claws. And some armor. And a proper loincloth. This one's a little bit... barely hanging on. Some nice embroidery there. Moving up in the world. I don't really want to see your abs that close there, Kevin the. Thank you kindly. You also get a Chaos Shield. +1 armor per rank achieved. So just +8 armor. He loses a little bit more speed. Here's what we'll do with this. Let's grow Chaos Shield, and we'll give him, instead of wings, put him on the ground and make him just haul cheeks towards the enemy. And drop down, smash at him with the shield. He's now Captain America. In evil bird form.
So much power.
Allowed. See, you're still defending, because I don't trust the Dawi not to jump from Khazad. But as soon as we've started making some progress into their territory, I'll move him around. The absolute last thing we need is a random Dawi pop-up in the monolith. Aceling's Conclave. Let's go for the other gold building. Troll is well and truly sorted. Action-wide post-battle. Actually, the Brass Tower could allow us to gain more experience just from sitting in here, which could be nice because Lao Tzu is not fighting.
Shame.
I know, change. You stay here. And then we could upgrade the animal outpost as well. Probably not, although that gives us more experience too, doesn't it? I want to get the altar of spawns up with the dedicated town. We'll make one last pit stop. Ooh, a new plague now at the Forbidden Citadel. Which one do we get? Just rot? No problem at all. Kevin II has become a constructor. There is something exhilarating about raising something up for once there was nothing. Not even going to warrant a guess at what he is raising up. Probably not anything that is safe for anyone to talk about. I don't trust Tzeentch at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to wipe out... I mean, while we're dedicating to Tzeentch, there is no reason to trust Tzeentch. Sometimes we can say it.
This world
We can't quite reach the cockatrice hunting grounds. So we'll just move on out. Do some raiding or sit here. Love to raid. Do we gain any replenishment? Looks like no. We can do some stealing, which I am here for. First Kislev, then the world. Well, first Norska, then Kislev, then the world. We've got an order of operations to work with here. Everywhere else we'll build up some gold. Our very low reliability is not really building. The Varg like us though.
Enter then.
And thankfully Azazel is continuously improving. Good.
damned prince is damned.
Yeah, he's needs to be damn quiet. I'll see you stay here. And that'll be our turn. Yeah. Alright, we got a new plague dropped down in the Forbidden Citadel, and if you are kind of wondering why our map looks a little bit different, I have added in the Living World mod just to see if it is compatible with the old world, and it does appear that it is. So what this one does, if you're not aware, because I've been using it in quite a bit of my campaigns, is it just when you capture land, or I think even when the enemy captures land, it will be then dropping in assets for whatever faction that is and replacing them with kind of like what was there before. So if it was in the Druchii lands and you are an Ogre Kingdoms faction and you take some Druchii territory, it'll replace some of those Dark Elf like watchtowers and slave pits and things with different assets that would belong to the Ogre Kingdoms, like a bunch of camps and stuff like that. It is a awesome mod that has all sorts of good flavor to our battles and our, well, actually our campaign map.
You are a
Okay, Talagaz, looks like you have a little bit more of an upgraded force. Let's see if it's worthwhile. Hunting Grounds also has a few more enemies. Some Forsaken of Nurgle to deal with, but they are, looks like mostly bonus versus large infantry. I think we can handle them.
Chaos reigns.
Chaos reigns.
Annihilation.
Met the Keepers of the Bile. Gonna give us a Pyrrhic victory here. I mean, it is a good chance, we have a good chance of things going very sideways if we're not careful. Talagast is also another wizard of the Spirit Leech, so expect to see lots of those this battle. To war. Alright, I'm a little bit scared. Okay, so if you saw the icons there on the loading screen, I will cut out all of the loading screens because my computer takes a little bit of time to get through there, and I don't feel like you all need to sit and wait. Looks like all of our characters there were mountains from Magic the Gathering. It was a bit confusing. We'll throw a couple mountains at them. They're gonna go for the same strategy as last time. Didn't work for you then. Let's see if it works now. Don't have as many areas to force them to move through. So what we'll want to do then is try to take the forest and blast out of it with our inkhorns and such. Horrors. Need to make sure we enunciate. That'll get us in trouble. The Nurglings on the flank. Want them as far wide as we can. Set up the Voted Marauders up front, same as last time. They worked out pretty well. Not the most tanky, but they can throw down. And we'll have the Spearmen behind on both sides and more of a phalanx. And then good old blood letters behind them. I'll pull them back a little ways this time. No, we want them directly behind. Or do we? I'm gonna put them behind everyone else. We're gonna try something a little bit different this time. Or we'll have them try to maybe rotate and get some more flank attacks. If they didn't try to this last battle here. War is behind the phalanx of units. We use one of the blues as expendable lads. Can't wait to see him run across the battlefield at Mach 4. Yard mode and then all of our beasties. Excellent. So you kind of stay with the crew. You give everyone Guardian. And you also threaten the enemy Furies in the sky. I don't think they have any missile units at all. So we can get aggressive with our flyers. Plague Bearers, we're really missing out on. The Blood Reaper, our anti-magic Swordsman of Doom. You just stay here. Kill for corn. Hide these Seekers in this set of woods, and then about ready to go. Show off the Shrieking Sky Rays, though. A brand new ROR. Flying, legitimately flying manta rays. Sure. They're warming up their screaming voices. Gotta get them strong enough to rip flesh. Haven't used too much of the Screamers of Tzeentch in SFO, but in normal they just don't perform as well as you would hope they would. They dominate the skies, but on the ground they really suffer. Let's do it. Let's pull this whole group over a little bit. In the woods still, but just barely out of it. That demon has just gone over here. No one's going to expect it. They'll forget you're there. Kevin, let's get moving. You look angry on the ground. And very unnatural. Alright, Nurglings, you go ahead and move out and catch these hounds. I'm just going to send Papa with you. Spearman, you go as well. Just light them up. Not really sure what the plan is here. Maybe just trying to get some of our units out of line. What is going on? Bring the Furies with. I guess they're just trying to divide our flank. We'll go ahead and just drop their armor. And let the Nurglings destroy them. Good idea. Big fools. Big magical scythe ripping through these hounds, but looks like they're gonna go ahead and try to attack our boss hog. Alright, squad, let's rotate. Not gonna work out very well for you guys. Nurglings, you turn. Nurglings is what I meant. You turn. Throw yourself in with the Forsaken. Throw around as well. We can throw the Firestorm. They're doing their best to stay away.
Daemon Prince.
Sure what our foes are up to. Bring the Marauders up. You outnumber us by quite a bit. That could be their overall strategy here. Go ahead and run right through this group, and we're going to drop in the blue horrors behind them as well. Fleeing away as much as they can. Bizarre. Blue horrors pop in here. I'm not going to get too out of line here if I can help it. You turn around and go after them. Looks like now they're going to advance at speed. Bring our own Furies up to duel with his. Freaking Sky Rays do the same. Go ahead and throw down ye old Zeech's Firestorm as soon as they close the gap a little bit more. Have these blue horrors here that I basically summoned in and had nothing to do nothing. Charge these Forsaken and try to get some help on who needs it. Firestorm is ripping those Furies apart. We go heals on our Nurglings. We pretty desperately need it. Seekers start moving up. Demonettes stay in the back for now. Bloodletters, it'll be your time to shine there. Changer wills it. You go ahead and fall back. Let's drop the armor on Z-Slord. The Sky Rays can drop there. Sky Ray. Legitimately just blasting Ray bolts. That's pretty cool. Didn't do a lot of damage though. It was cool, but fairly impotent. Ill for Cord. On exit route. Flyers are a bit hard to utilize right now. We need the Furies to retreat. Ink Horrors, your target definitely needs to be these Beasts of Nurgle. In fact, anything with a missile attack needs to be trying to hit the Beasts of Nurgle. Alright, Bloodletters can find a target. Chop them up. Same thing here with you, Demonettes. Seekers, and then we'll have you just go after this group of Plague Bearers. Horde struggling a little bit, but we are also losing some Nurglings. Furies come back up around. We need our rest chopping this cultist here if we can help. Your demons are all over the place. Over the top. Have them help out this group. And you try to do some damage to the Beast of Nurgle there. Destroying that cultist. Kevin, keep running. Making lots of new friends and none of them actually like you. Where is our Blood Reaper? Can you come out of the fight and go deal with the Spellcaster? Let our other lads throw down for you. Tell me what it's gonna be. The bad one. Chaos. Let's go ahead and drop down the Blue Horrors so we can not lose our Lord here. Those Firestorms are doing more damage to our troops than theirs. Definitely the Beast of Nurgle are the biggest problem. Round, we'll have the Demonettes blanket in and go after that Sorcerer Lord. We lost our purple Slaaneshi. Facing the right direction. We lost our Slaaneshi Furies, that is. You run in, go after these beasts. Same thing with you, Spearman. Try to switch positions with any of the X. Well, turn around, you're gonna get stabbed. Everyone's gonna have a bad day. Come on, give me something good. Curse of the Slug is not good, but we can use it to slow down these beasts. Top of the hill here, you guys move up. Go ahead and have our Wizard Assassin move on in. Spearman, come on in and surround. Rip these beasts apart. Rest really needs to leave that group. Go ahead and hit the Overcast. With devastating. Come on back around there. No longer flying, Kevin. All the infantry can move up. You guys go after the beasts. Send these Furies instead after Hounds. That'll do. Seekers, you come on away as well, that way we're not losing more of you than I'd like to. The last of the beasts is a lot away, and it's just running down the mortal followers. Seeker's gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna catch you all in a moment. Kevin gaining the majority of the glory as he should. We did lose our Slaaneshi Furies and the Nurglings. They'll be missed, but they are expendable. They're meant to be. We are going to occupy this settlement. The Cockatrice Hunting Grounds. Want to at least get 1 or 2 for Khorne and Nurgle eventually. Not sure which one that's going to be. Let's grab... So very close to the next tier of Nurgle glory, so let's grab the Nurgle one here. A whole bunch of extra followers. And a new plague here at the hunting grounds.
Demon Prince.
Alright, I think the exotic animals are already going to give us some Nurgle corruption, so that'll allow us to build up in the area. And if we wish, we could grab some of the Chaos Furies of Nurgle. They have healing. Okay, I don't think that's as useful as the Slaaneshi ones. So our next monolith of Melek is going to be Slaanesh. More of an undivided province than most. Nurgle corruption is increasing, but Slaaneshi corruption is decreasing. Let's come on back over towards home at the Kraken Coast, and we'll upgrade this to a dedicated town. As we get up to tier 5, we get the Great Chaos Dragon, which is just insane. And he gets stronger the more powerful our Lord gets, for Kevin himself. That main province is going in. Kevin should be able to at least take a turn to replenish before going after the monolith, which looks like it might be already under siege. Unless that's just plague smoke coming up. Looks like a combination of plague and the siege smoke, but we shall soon see. All of this belongs to me. Vital point into Storm of Change, 20% more siege glory.
Chaos.
And increased mobility, of course. Followed by Maim, Kill, Destroy, Slaughter. Gotta love the all caps for Khorne. Melee attack. Leadership is probably the call. Let's grab kill. Increase our defense. He's got more than enough attack. Defense is what we're a bit worried about.
Champion.
Blissful Rapture for any time she does cast. And let's see if all of the ancillaries are actually applied. Tormentor Sword is such a good ability. Creature of Decay. I mean, why not? A Cornet Zealot. Probably should not go on the Allurus of Slanesh. I really don't have anyone else, so enjoy your Cornet Zealot. And then Lao Tzu can have our Comptroller. Comptroller. How many Plague Bearers? How many Plagues? How many Hosts? How many Boils and Weeping Pustules? Your father must know. Recruitment cost reduction for Plague Bearers and Exalted Plague Bearers. We don't really need you then, do we? Don't really need you then. We can sell you for some gold. Eventually, I do want to have an army of each different Dark Gods, so we'll keep that for later.
Supreme.
Lao Tzu, your job is to do nothing. Kevin, what did you gain? Anything new? This big old chunky tail. The armored corpulent tail gives him Slime Trail. A bit more armor and some hit points. What is our current tail giving us?
Incarnate.
Barrier and damage. How much barrier do we have? 285. That'll decrease it by about half. Slime Trail seems pretty good, though. You lose speed with the shield. I'm actually thinking we drop the Chaos Shield. And we put back on the wings. The eroded ones, of course. And then I'm also going to grab, instead of the tail of Mini Teeth, which would be great to have more power recharge, let's instead grab the Slime Trail. The thickest and chunkiest of bluebirds. So that way he's still a incredible fighter. With all the health. And that'll be your turn. Alright, a brutal business has finally kicked off. A battle is a blood-soaked affair. Limbs severed, bones exposed, men left for dead in the curse-soaked fields amongst scores of fallen friends and enemies. Strong weapons forged with time, sweat and expertise mark the difference between victory and defeat. A good sword cuts clean through bone, severing heads and limbs where lesser weapons would merely maim. As instability grows across the world, so too does man's bloodlust, his desire for war and carnage on an even grander scale. Also 20 more base weapon damage for all armies of all factions. Ceres is back ready for duty. Kevin's got a plague. And now we've got a new mission. Saccharase, 6 Kislev Cathay or Empire settlements. Horn and Endurable Glory.
Daemon Prince.
While everyone else is fighting the great game, we're just trying to build up our street cred with all the Dark Gods. Let's move towards the monolith of Melek. They had a pretty easy shot to attack us up here if they wanted. This position.
Seek prey, minions.
They've got no warriors left. That would have been a pretty desperate gambit anyway.
I was but a mortal of this world.
Demons of Chaos approaching. Go ahead and grab the Marauder Spears. Fill in the gaps there. Here at the Hunting Grounds, we'll snag in the Cultist Camp. Beautiful. Oh, see, that's what I was expecting, and he did it with even more forces than I was expecting. Oh, come on, Gromrindle, you can't tell me you didn't have other enemies to fight. He's most likely to attack the Gore Hunt Hall, but he can go after anywhere he wants.
I like it.
Oh no.
Empower magics.
Monolith, we could easily hold the line, and at the Aceling's Conclave, we could easily hold the line. The Gore Hunt Hall is going to be a problem. Keep Lao Tzu where he is, of course. And there's no time to go for any more recruits. We can do Arwar, Princes of Perfection instead of the Spears here with Kevin.
Daemon Prince.
Oh no, we can't. Just barely. Dire Straits.
First keystone.
We can stop building this cult camp and instead just grab the ROR Spearmen. These guys have a soporific musk, got immunity to contact effects, they've got Skjalborg. So block chance, melee defense. It doesn't affect themselves. That'll be great against the Dawi. Oh, come on in. Horny lads of Slanesh. These don't belong to Tzeentch, these belong to Slanesh. You were close, though.
This world will
We don't really need to do any punishing, so let's come on up and do some raiding. In the monolith. Onward to victory. As we watch Grombrindle burn the Gorhunt Hall. We shall skip. It'll be one last turn, and we'll see what Grombrindle gets up to. Violent Angry Dwarf. Yeah, indeed, he goes after the Gorhunt Hall. I mean, I'm tempted to fight this one just to see if we can take down these gyrocopters so he doesn't have them going forward. We don't have a 100% chance of bringing them down, but that would be great. Got the 4 Furies. Yeah, let's go ahead and start the next episode with a defensive battle against Grombrindle. One we're not likely to win, but one we're definitely not going to win. But one where we're going to try to take down some of his most elite units. That way he either tries to flee back home, or he just needs to sit in the Gorhunt Hall and try to build it up while Kevin can rotate it over to help. This is going to get a little bit dangerous. I'm excited. Well, that's going to be all the time I've got for today. I've been Space Wizard of War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub-thon. See you on the next one.